Starfish. I hope you're doing really, really well. And thank you for joining me. I'm sitting in my story chair, which is nice and comfortable and very cushiony. And today we are going to be reading this, Captain Abdul's Pirate School. And it's quite a long story, so we're going to read some of it today and then hit the pause button, and we're going to finish the story next week. So hopefully you like the story. I will start reading it in a moment, and also later today we are going to be making our very own craft parrots so that we can have a parrot if we ever wanted to join in at a pirate school. But let me read. I'm going to do my best to do that thing that teachers do that I don't think I've really done much before, and hopefully you can see everything. So here we go. Captain Abdul's Pirate School. Dear Diary, well, here I stinking am. My first stinking day at Captain Abdul's Pirate School. My stinking dad has sent me here because he says I'm a big softie. Just because I like writing poems and painting pictures. He says it will toughen me up. He says a kid my age should jump at the chance of becoming a pirate. He says that when he was a kid, he wanted to be a pirate, and so should I. He says I should be grateful. Well, I say nuts, and I say steaming cow dung, and I say I hope he swallows his pipe. P.S. I have a secret. I have smuggled my little dog Spud in my trunk. He's the only friend I've got in the whole stinking world. I wonder what it's going to be like at pirate school. We were met at the door by Captain Abdul himself. Hairy, scary, and with more bits missing than a second-hand jigsaw. Follow me upstairs, my little buccaneers, said Captain Abdul, and we'll get your kit stowed away, ooar, and that we will. Ha-ha, ooar! Hammocks, ooar, he says. And up here it says, spitting is allowed in pirate school, and there's Spud, the dog. Have to see if we can find Spud on every page. If he's even on every page, I don't know. Later, Captain Abdul took us to meet some of the other teachers. Let's meet the teachers. They're a scary looking bunch, aren't they? I be Captain Abdul, that I be, and I'm in charge. The boss, that's me. I make the tea and sandwiches, and teaches foreign languages. I'm Portobello Billy, me. I teaches pirate history. I'm Alright Jack, that I be, a teacher of maths and geography. Me Con, a really nasty me, I teaches pirate poetry. Avast and Bully Boy McCoy, I teaches sailing, land ahoy. I'm Yada and Pitch, yeah that's my name, I teaches sport, yeah that's my game. What got a plank, that's me, sail making and carpentry. Top deck, pass and plop, good day, I'll teach you chemistry, okay? I'm hard-hearted Henry Hawkins, alright. Just listen to me and I'll teach you to fight. Riff-raff-raffity, shake that thing, I'll teach you how to dance and sing. Spanish omelette, not daft, I teach pirate arts and crafts. Next, we were given our school uniforms and told to introduce ourselves. Unfortunately, Spud, there he is, thought this included him. Luckily, the captain likes dogs and said he could stay, for a small fee. We've got Jim Silver, Francoise Duplanc, Ching Lin, Pickles, Ali Koja, Spud, Henry Morgan, Rosemary Lavender, Tom Tew, Anne Bonny, Frankie Drake, Samuel P. Chop, Simon Smee, Beryl Flynn, Mary Reed, Ben Gunn, Jack Rackham, and Bartholomew Sharp. And I think some of those were actually real pirates in history, like Anne Bonny and Mary Reed and maybe Ben Gunn. I was a bit nervous about meeting the other kids, but they don't seem too bad. They look just as miserable as me. We then had supper and went to bed, where I wrote this and cried a bit for my mum. Dear Diary, woke up this morning and stood up in bed. Forgot I was in a hammock. Bit of a headache. I was brushing my teeth when Bully Boy McCoy came in. What are you doing there, Ford? He asked. If I don't, sir, my teeth will go black and fall out, I replied. What's wrong with that? He said. Who ever heard of a pirate with nice teeth? and he confiscated my toothbrush. Today we studied history. Portobello Billy told us an exciting story about Calico Jack the pirate, set in his favourite place, the West Indies. Avast Calico! Dear Diary, we were queuing for breakfast this morning when Walker the Plank came over and asked Rosemary Lavender if she was pushing in. Yes, sir, admitted Rosemary. Well done, said Walker the Plank and walked away. Today's lessons were maths and geography. In maths we learnt about angles. You use them when aiming the cannon. In geography we learnt where the West Indies are and how to read treasure maps. And it looks a lot more fun than the maths lessons I used to have at school. Dear Diary, that beastly Captain Abdul has scolded me for being too neat and tidy. He suspects me of brushing my hair. Combs and hairbrushes the possession of is a flogging offence, ooh-ar, he told me. Today we had arts and crafts. We learned how to make cannonballs, swords, fake money and how to put model ships into rum bottles. Spanish Omarlet very kindly emptied the bottles for us. We got some rhymes here, lots of rhymes ready. Caw, paw, paw, snore, saw, alaw, jaw, jaw, or, hee-haw, raw, or, guffaw, against the law. Lots of pirate rhymes. Oh, and some of the signs as well. Door, store. Dear Diary, last night we were doing our homework when Riff Raff Rafferty came in and caught little Simon Smee copying from another boy. Was you cheating, boy? Howled Riff Raff. Yes, sir, said Simon Smee in a small voice. Good boy, yelled the teacher. Go to the top of the class. Today we learnt how to speak pirate. Can't wait till next week's lesson. It's pirate swear words. Ooh-ah. And here's some attempts at pirate language, and see if you can do a good pirate arr at home. It's always fun to do a good pirate arr. But some of the children here are having a go. We've got arr and arr woof. And ooh-ah, and ah, and ooh, and ooh-la-la, and ooh-ah, and ah, and ah-oo, and hoo-ha, and rrr, and ee-ah, and ooh-ah, and hoo-ya, and hoo-rah, and yoo-hoo, and ah-oo, and hoo-ah, and hoo-ah. And I feel bad because Annika's trying to work on the sofa opposite me. Well, we're going to pause the story there for this week. You had a little glimpse there, didn't you, at what comes next week. We will finish the story off next week. So hopefully see you there. But first, let's make our craft parrots. Well, I think if we are going to be joining our pirate schools, there's one thing, well, there's a few things that we're going to need, but one thing that we'll definitely need is our very own parrot to take with us. So we're going to be making a parrot today, and to do that we're going to need some scissors and some glue, and using the scissors, and also one of these little, what are they called? Wiggly eyes. And using the scissors, we're going to cut up some coloured cards. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colours here, but you don't have to use as many. It's probably good if you've got some yellow for the beak and the feet. And then all the other colours, you can pick whatever colours you like. And I've used the scissors to cut out these shapes. I've cut out a beak shape, and I've cut out some little feet for my parrot. And I've cut out this shape, which you'll see will become the head, and some little feather ruffles, and then his body. And then I've also cut out some of these feathers. So we've got some longer ones for the tail and some shorter ones for the wings. And all I've done here is, instead of using a rectangle, I've just rounded off one end to make a sort of feather shape. Okay, well, we're going to start with just the red shape here, and we're going to stick the beak on to start with. So with a little bit of glue, you can see where I've drawn to get the shape right on the other side. So with a bit of glue, I'm just going to glue the very edge here. And then I'm going to stick it more or less, hopefully, in the right place here. And then we're going to stick on his, well, I think we should start with some of his feathers. So we're going to start with his, the back wing. Okay, the next thing I think we need to do is his tail. here we go. Okie dokie. And if we turn him around, we can see that our parrot is starting to take wonderful shape. And we're going to do the feet next. So just gluing his feet, and we're just going to stick them here. Going to do his front wing now. So I'm going to do the same order. I'm going to start with the green, and I'm going to put it on the front this time so that it looks like it's in the foreground, which means it looks like it's a bit closer to us. Okay, and then we need the finishing touch, which is, where have I put it? I think it's the googly eye. So a little bit of blue on there. And pop the googly eye in place, probably about there. And there you have it. There is our parrot. I'm very happy with him. He's come out well. Now the great thing about parrots is they come in all kinds of colours, and they can be really, really snazzy and colourful and pretty. So once you've done this, you can then stick anything you like onto it. So if you've got sequins at home, or feathers, or little bits of colourful tissue paper, anything like that that you think, oh, that would look really cool on a parrot, you could stick those on. Or if you've got lots of coloured pens or crayons or pencils, you can use it to colour your parrot, and you can make your parrot look like nobody else's parrot. Ready for when you go to pirate school. I would love to see the parrots that you make, so do please send them to us. You should find it quite easy to find an email address through our church website to send it to, or you can send it, you can post it on the Starfish Facebook group, or if you know one of us and have got our WhatsApp numbers, you can send it to us on there as well. We would love to see it. We would love to show them off on our next YouTube video if you want to send them in as well. Yeah, so let us have a look at those. That would be really, really great. We hope you're doing well, and we will be here next week with another pirate craft and the rest of the pirate school story. See you then. Bye-bye.